Up until a few months ago, I had never once taken a sip of alcohol in my life. It didn't really work with what I wanted. I was going to the gym a lot. I kind of just saw it as a bit of a stupid thing to do, kind of like drugs, kind of like smoking. It's obviously a softer version of those things, not as bad. But that changed. That's changed a few months ago, and I think I might have had the most chaotic experience ever. There's three things I'm going to tell you, three little stories today, and in that is the epitome of all alcohol experiences. We've gone from just basic drinking to someone literally being on the brink of death. So I've completed alcohol in the first time I've ever done it. I was not the person thrown up, by the way. So I was on holiday with my girlfriend and her family. And they went on holiday with a lot of friends and so a lot of people who were drinking. I had never once had alcohol. But this was the first time meeting a lot of her family. I can't look like a pussy. I don't have a particular aversion to alcohol. Previously, when friends have asked me, James, do you want to come out drinking and stuff? I don't really have the right sort of friends to get invited to parties a lot. I think I've been to one party in my life. Holy shit, there's a gigantic spider there. Literally that big. Fucking hell. But yeah, I hadn't really had too many experience with it. I had one running in with it, but my parents don't drink much. It just never really occurred to me. But here I was in deepest, darkest Poland, which is actually very nice. And in front of me was a bottle of 40% alcohol. There was a party that had been going on while my girlfriend and I had been walking around in the evening for a couple hours. And so when we got back to this place everyone was staying, people were already a little bit drunk. The party had been going on for a couple hours, which thank God, because I was drinking with these guys by the end of it. If they hadn't already been drunk, and so they'd gone from sober to this, I would not have been able to keep up at all. And the pussy facade, the non-pussy. Why am I saying pussy so much? Anyway, I get back and people already drunk and laughing and stuff. And when you're just in one of those moods, you don't particularly want to talk to people. I was a bit like that. I was kind of zapped out from the day. I kind of just wanted to be there. And I said this to my girlfriend when we were just sitting together in a room. And then someone comes through the door and they said, "Oh, come join the party. And after I just said, "No, I'm finished, man." This is the complete opposite of what I was going to do. But the fact that we've been invited, I can't be some antisocial prick the first time meeting everyone's family. So I was like, oh no, let's go. And once I'm in the party mood, I can get going. So I literally had somebody's mother twerk on me. And then because I twerked on her, this was not just an unconsensual, whatever, alcohol. Because the party had already been going on for a bit, there was not very many seats. However, there was one. My girlfriend, she went and sat by her parents, had budged up. There was one seat on the centre of the table. Coincidentally, right in the middle of people who drink a lot. Because the reason this seat was free was because the man who'd been sitting there had got so drunk he needed to be taken back to his room. I get sat down. To my right, it could be a 6'4", 100 kg dude, maybe, just drinking. And the only words he seemed to know in English were, "James, drink vodka more," in whatever order he just combined them in. And sitting opposite me was this dude who just had slicked back hair, looking awesome. But, oh my God, he just had 2 bottles of vodka here and then an empty one there. And he was just tearing through, he was just sipping it. As I sit down, slick back, just passes me a glass. Fuck. I've never drunk before, and I'm sat there, a twat in an Onyx, just an English twat. And so I'm just joking around, just making some sort of semi-conversation in the union of our Venn diagram of English and Polish. That means the intersection, the middle bit. And there was one other guy. There was a guy called Sleepy Drunk Guy, that's his name. And he was sat on the back of a chair, sleepy drunk. We had like all different levels of drunk. We had the big guy next to me who was just like, he was already way bigger than me, but I was on like a low down sofa, so I was like this, and this guy was just like this. Brother, I was not going to say, I don't drink actually. In an Onyx with blonde hair, I swear, at this point. Like, maybe I fixed it, I can't remember. But, oh my God. Yeah, so Slickback immediately passes me a glass and just fills up with vodka. I look at my girlfriend's mum, who's like my maternal guardian here, and she's like kind of looking at me, obviously just, you okay, James? Yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm okay, don't worry. Because I previously said to her that like I don't drink, and she knows that I'd never drunk before. And she just put vodka in it, and it's just like water. And I thought, like, realistically, it can't be that bad. Like, I wasn't in it. If it tasted awful, it tastes so bad. But like, if it tasted awful, which it does, I can't. The whole point of this is to be the anti-pussy. Like, I can't just go, like, because it looks bad for my girlfriend as well. You've married someone that doesn't speak your language. He looks like a twat, and he's a twat. Look now, look, I look gay. I'm lying. I just want to wear a vest. And sorry. So yeah, I take this, and then like big guy next to me goes like, "Oh, drink gin, more vodka." And so I say Titesh, which means you too. And I was like, "Oh, I got a little bit of fight in me." And I got like a couple like ohs around the table. Slickback just like he's still just putting these away, and so I literally just drink it like in one and just like boom, and like it tastes like shit, but like realistically, failure was not an option. You can just like, you can kind of firm it. Oh my God, why do people drink? It tastes like it's shit. It tastes like shit. So yeah, this kind of elapses for a bit, and then just like that was the first ever experience with alcohol. I held my own. There was like every drink that was kind of past me, kind of just the strat was, as soon as I drank, if I filled my glass with lemonade, no one's going to put vodka in lemonade. Like, it's too good. People do. I hate flavoured vodka. This is a tangent to later. Such shit. All right. But yeah, that was the first ever experience with alcohol. The next day, now I'd lost my alcohol virginity, and sort of like the psychological wall there had been eroded. I was like, okay, well, let me just like branch out, because now I've done vodka. Is there any alcohol that tastes good? And I'm not like, I've had beer now, like that tastes kind of okay, but it's not really something you can get like really dry. I think you can, but I wouldn't know. I'm such an inexperienced guy. But I want to try the whiskey. So I went to the like hotel bar or whatever it is, and I ordered Jack Daniels and Johnny Walker, and they said, and like the waitress's reaction told me that what I was doing was being like an actual prick. Like she's like, "Oh, so you want the Coke on the side?" That's her voice. She spoke really, really good English. And I was like, no Coke. And she's like, "Oh, you just want it straight?" And I literally just ordered Jack Daniels and Johnny Walker on the rocks, because it sounded awesome. When she said that, I was like, holy shit. I don't like Coke in it. I don't Coke on the side. Maybe she's just talking about the cocaine. But then she's like, "Oh, you want it on the rocks?" Yes. Whiskey, I think, tastes slightly better, but it still tastes really strongly of hand sanitizer, which makes sense. Hand sanitizer is 95% alcohol, and I guess like once you get up to 40%, like it's all you can taste. Like nice tasting drinks seem to just be alcohol with something else that doesn't taste like alcohol. Like if shit probably tastes awful. I've never eaten it, but assuming it does, if I gave you a cake made of shit, you wouldn't like it. But if I added more chocolate and random like sugar to it, eventually it would taste edible. But like, so then why not just have the chocolate cake? You know, like nobody knows. It's objective. It is kind of cool. But like, I really imagined like looking at Jack Daniels bottles, which looks like the sort of thing like a pirate would carry with them. This shit was gonna be like, I know, something fiery. Like it's not. It just makes you go like, ugh, like in your throat. There was a shot that was like an angry dog or something, and like it was like a Wyszki Pies, which is like angry dog in Polish. And God, it had like pepper in it. It was like pepper, vodka, and raspberry. I had these with my girlfriend the day before, and they were fine. But then the next day, her dad ordered some. So in front of her, all of her family, including like her grandma and granddad, people you most don't want you to like think you of as a bitch, you know? And I fucking had one. I swear, there was so much pepper in this. Like, there was way more. Either I'd got a weak one yesterday or a strong one today because, bro, I started crying. I'm like, it was not a good impression. But anyways, yeah, I got a mate that he also was very much like just never touched alcohol. When I told him that I drank, he was like, yeah, kind of like, I understand you did. I said to him that like the hype's not there, really, like it doesn't matter. But even he broke his alcohol virginity, and it seems to be like the peer pressure just kind of gets you after a while, and it really does now that like now, like it seems to have claimed everyone. There's quite ironic because in our like friend group, there's like 4 of us, including me. One of us is a drinker. 2 of us, like, including me, had said, oh no, we never drink. And then eventually we did. And then one of us, who's like the most alcoholic one of us, but had never drunk because he's just really autistic and only drinks orange juice and water, he knows more alcohol than anything because his parents like know like a lot of stuff. He was nearly named after I think his name was nearly called Smirnoff or whatever that type of vodka is. But it just wasn't. So that gives you a little idea. Fun track. That's just James trivia for the shed trivia. I'm going to stop waffling. Second experience with alcohol. Now that my alcohol virginity had been taken away, me and my girlfriend were thinking, oh, kind of want to get like drunk and see what it's really like to get really, really drunk. I felt a bit woozy, but like I kind of realized if you just like lock in and you're still okay. I don't think I've ever been close to like drunk at all. I have now seen what like blackout blur drunk looks like. I still want to. It's called pierdolony w palnik in Polish. That's pronounced wrong, but that means like shit-faced. So we went out with some mates, and one of these mates was a Polish girl who I know, and from when my girlfriend originally came to visit me in the UK. And she said she was a very experienced drinker. If anyone ever says that to you, this is me talking to my past self now, know that they are bullshitting. Unless they're like a 7-foot Russian man called Sergey that's played Russian roulette and lost, shot himself in the head, and just decided that bullet wasn't going to kill him today. We went to a random place just in the countryside and bought some alcohol from a convenience store, I guess. And I drank as much as anyone else. So I thought I was going to be as drunk as anyone else. And I was okay. I was a little bit like, But it became very apparent to me quite quickly that I was the least drunk there just because of like biology. I'm like a fairly large person. I think I'm just above 80 kg. Like the alcohol density in me, it's going to be less than these people. One of which was a very small girl, probably weighed about half my weight, and so was maybe consequently twice as drunk. People were very drunk around me, happy doolally, like messing around, and then we ran out of vodka. So it was asked for me to, because I was like the guy with their ID on them, to get my alcohol. So I did, and people began fighting over a bottle of cactus flavoured vodka. What the fuck? Why are you mixing it with shit? When people wanted to get like raspberry like spirits, like it sounds gay. Like if I have like a flask on me, right? This is maybe just me, but surely if you have like a hip flask with like whiskey in it, kind of cool. I can see why people say it warms you up, by the way, because like, you feel the poison just ripping away at your like stomach linings. But like if you were with Captain Jack Sparrow, right, on the Black Pearl, imagine yourself, close your eyes, you're sailing the high seas with Captain Jack and Natalie Portman, and he pulls out a bottle of something. He goes, "You want some rum?" You go, "Oh yeah, cheers, Jack." What is it? Not rum. He said it was rum. He was lying. And he goes, "Oh, it's citrus-flavoured vodka spirit." What the fuck? That's not cool. That's not like James Bond levels of shaken, not stirred awesome. Like, what the fuck is that? No. So, but anyway, I found Red Bull in bottles. Oh my god, that just had me so happy. So I was sipping my Red Bull stuff while these people were literally fighting over this bottle of vodka. One of my mates was drinking from it, and then I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Stop!" Because they literally just necking it, and then another one. Then one of my mates is helping me get it off them, and I thought, they were helping me, so I was like, oh yeah, like, give the bottle to them, and like, I gave this mate a talk, like, what are you doing? Don't be drunk, you eat it. Turn around. This one's just necking it too. Like, what the hell? I'm surrounded by alcoholics. But yeah, we Jesus Christ, like, we get up to a bus stop somewhere, and people are just really, really drunk. And I don't know how to get home. All like the posh guys around me, they're kind of drunk too. And so I was like, what the actual fuck's going on? I go off to take a piss. And I come back, and a girl is lying on the floor in her own vomit. Well, one of my mates is picking up. They're lying on their back, right? One of my mates is trying to pick them up by holding their hair and then going, go on, and just dropping them. So they're literally going to choke on their own vomit, and then just induce concussion. Like, what? And, oh no, what the fuck? What's the actual fuck? All of this necking has meant the alcohol's just hit like that. The person who was on the floor, like, this girl I'd been talking to her literally just before I'd gone to take a piss, they were conscious, they were sentient. I come back and just do. And my girlfriend, that looked weird. And my girlfriend saying, slay, encouraging her to vomit. This is not a bad thing. But I think my girlfriend's logic was that if she vomited out the alcohol, she wouldn't be drunk. Not exactly how it works, I believe. But yeah, so I pick up the small girl and I'm to the dude that's doof, I just go, sit the fuck down. Put project. That means please. And he's like, oh yeah. What is going on? So I picked up this person, and their eyes are just going to, with the last sort of breath of consciousness that she has, she just goes, James, I'm not okay. Because previously, like, I'd been just talking with, because they were like the least drunk person in the group along with me. And they were my buddy, man. I was just chatting with her, and I was like, "Oh, you okay?" Like, I feel a bit. And she's like, "Yeah, I feel too. I'm okay. Like, this is normal." It's like, I've had too much, James. No shit. You're vomiting in my arms. So, while trying to figure out how we're going to get home, I'm holding someone. I need like this is pretty good, right? This is a human, okay? That's their head. I'm holding them like this, keeping their hair out of like their mouth. I'm just like, no, it's okay. I'm just keeping talking to them because like I can see, bro. They're like lapsing in and out of consciousness. I'd be going like, hey, nothing. And then be like, oh shit. So then I rotate around to the front, have to check their eyes because I don't want this person to die. Like, she's a very little person and she had a lot of alcohol. And I heard people kill themselves with too much. And I don't know anything that's going on. And yeah, she didn't die. Someone's dad came picked us up. That was really nice. And we dropped her at her house the next day. She was like, oh, thank you so much for not being drunk because like otherwise we actually would have been fucked. Which was nice. Like, oh my god. Like, these stories always seem to end very abruptly. Like, it was like, oh yeah, and then we got back home and I just went to sleep. But like, well, that's to my. I don't think I could have had a more like lively experience with alcohol, and this is what I like. I've now got memories painted with emotion. Oh, a little bit of poetry for you. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I think we're so close to 100 subscribers. That would be nice. I'm gonna start doing a lot more stuff with Clash Royale, because I think that's the direction I'm taking the channel. Because as much as these are good, whenever I see a rant appear on my YouTube feed, I kind of watch it for like maybe 5 minutes and then I kind of turn off unless something really interesting's happening. And as was pointed out to me, this is my life. I don't really understand why you're incentivized to watch my life. There's probably such a marginal amount of people that do right now. I guess it's kind of like something you could put on just while you eat. That's like pretty good. There's a very nice comment someone left on the other one. It's just like, oh, I really enjoyed this video. I can't from it's like about being an 18-year-old. Yeah, got my A levels in 2 days, which is going to be interesting. But yeah, I just got a lot of stuff going on, and yeah, let me know if there's anything you would like to see. Thank you very much. Usually if I hold my hand up at the start of the video, it causes the camera to play, but it didn't do it this time. Well, it doesn't do it to stop, evidently. Right? That'd be a really good way to sabotage people's... I'm going crazy. Right, cool. Bye. Thank you very much. See ya.